What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news, nerds, and starting this week, some FateCon action. We're going to be doing some D&D and checking out our friends over there at FateCon 2024. I'm excited about it. I am Jason the X. I don't do this by myself. Over there, Twisted Knobs, making everything look pretty. It's Cora.
Hi.
Hey.
That
lighting could be better.
I'm pale with no makeup. There's nothing I can do.
Okay. Yeah, we're just doing kind of a light show because we missed last week. Shout out to our buddies Kat and Cass, whose constitution is very low. It's just wow, my black hair just kind of disappears into the background.
It happens.
Yeah, they caught the crud, man. Just like
they really did. Like
dude, y'all gonna live.
I think it was it felt like they caught a cold, and it was like, oh, by the way, might be pneumonia now. And then we just didn't hear from them again. I was worried that they were in the hospital.
Yeah, no kidding. We weren't hearing, but they are okay. We are hoping for speedy recoveries and everything. But let's talk about how much fun we had last weekend at AllCon.
Oh my god, that was so much fun. That was...
the weekend before. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh man, this past weekend. So what's this past weekend?
Yeah, we kind of needed a recovery week. I kind of did because... we did we did 4 panels. You did 6.
No.
Wait.
So
we did the Dumb It D&D.
Yeah, we did Dumb It. Oh, you mean total? Yeah, we did Dumb It D&D. Our podcast panel.
Ran a game.
You
were on the Fates panel.
I was on 2 Fate panels.
Yeah, 2. Okay, you actually did more than I did because I had my toy panel. So wow.
Yeah.
There was some content, but a good time was had by all.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It's always like there's so much to do. But,
I forgot to upload a video. Dang.
I did upload our D&D game. It is up there where we play D&D with our friend Brandon David and 2 of the 5-sided Fates, Jerry and Cheyenne. It was Astrid. It was lovely. They came dressed to the nines.
They did. That was such a fun game. It was really great to run it again for the con it was intended for.
And also, shout out to you for pulling that together last minute. The game was supposed to be originally run by Cass. Unfortunately, she was sick, and we may do. Don't worry about it. I know Cass is probably kicking her own ass that she was not able to do this, but it's okay. We made it work. We're a team. Yeah. We get it done, and we got it done.
Yep. And it just means that we have another one-shot that we can run on the show.
Oh, yeah. Just because that didn't get run, it's getting run.
I panic made a character on the way to the con, forgetting that I had to make a higher leveled character.
Look, don't even say you were just pulling stuff out because you made it work. That's all that matters.
To be fair, this was a game I'd already written. It's one of the ones that we actually run at FateCon this weekend.
Which you will be DMing at.
Yes, I will be in the beginner's room.
What is your, I had the schedule.
As we both, immediately go to our phones for the schedule.
We can do this. We know we can. We'll pull it up in a second. I'll get that together. Anyway, but we did have a good time at AllCon.
Yes.
Can't wait for next year. Next year, we've got to get a hotel room.
Next year we're getting a hotel room.
We need to get it now. Just go ahead and book that sucker.
I was so tired after on Saturday because 4 of those panels were run in one day.
Yeah, I'm old, man.
With there was a small break in there to shove food in my face. It was fun though. Don't get me wrong. But also we had a great time at the match game.
Oh yeah, wait. No, we didn't. We did We did not have a good. You and several other people had a good time at match game, and if you follow any of the stuff that we do, you may have seen a video or 2 of the constant bullying I had to deal with. I am disappointed that I received this kind of treatment.
You didn't enjoy the moment of spamness? Spammity spam. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it was totally out of the blue, if you didn't see this stupid video, I guess we should probably share one on the SCNS page.
Oh yeah, no, I'm waiting for the login information so I can post it.
Oh, then no.
I can get it from other people.
Wait, where did you get video? Oh, you took video too.
Yes, I was the first one to put the spam down, and I took video.
Oh.
I got a great angle.
Can I see your phone?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, well, I mean, you'll get that info. But it was a good time. Match game was a lot of fun. A lot of our friends, Taffy Darling, Cole, Jedi Cole was on it. Dean, Captain Comic. It was a good time. But yeah, I think all the panels went off very well.
Oh yeah.
Just some good cosplay. I think I cosplayed twice in that weekend or something.
Yeah, I cosplayed at least once.
Yeah, that's with your beard.
My beard.
But I mean, just good show all around. Can't wait for next year. We're definitely getting a hotel room. Lessons were learned. We're getting a hotel room. I don't need it so much as other people do that live further away from the con.
Yeah.
I can get home fairly quickly from that location. But yeah, focusing on FateCon coming up this weekend.
So I have the times for my panel or for my games.
But mine's the most important.
I will fight you. So if you would like to I have the first game or both are going to be on Friday. My first game is 2 to 5, and then my second game is 6 to 9.
So you have games
9.
on Friday?
Yes, both of mine are on Friday.
Oh, wow. I did not see the... FateCon is very structured.
Yeah.
Like, we're opening Friday at 12:30 to go until 9.
Mm-hmm.
I see they have dinner and lunch breaks.
Yes, so I have a meal break in between.
I love this. I love this.
Which I'm very grateful for.
And I mean, these games are cool and all, but you know what's really cool?
Huh.
Cosplay. And there is a cosplay contest on Saturday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., hosted by your boy. I was so happy. Jerry was just like, you want to host the cosplay contest? I'm like, yes. Yes, I do. Which, I'm no stranger to doing that. I did it at North Texas Comic Book Show all the time, and I had a great time doing it. So this is going to be awesome. I'm so glad I'm not a judge, because that's the hard job. I don't want to do the hard job. I don't want to disappoint people, so I can't do that one. But they do have the announcements for the judges on the panel. We have let's see, Riptide. Oh, it's Riptide Causale. I hope I got that wrong. I hope I got that right. I'm so sorry. Minnie Kane and Luna Whimsies. You can follow them on Instagram, by the way. But they will be our judges, and I'm so glad. I'll just announce them. I'm going to ask him how that's pronounced before we do this thing. But they got the hard job. Yeah. I just got to entertain people and talk. That's cool. So yeah, I love the structure for FateCon.
I do too.
Saturday 8:30. I mean 8:30 in the morning. Good lord. What? Wait. Boy, you got to get there. Okay. And then Sunday 9:30 to 6. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, absolutely. There's gonna be LARP demonstrations over the weekend. There's so many games to play.
And some vendors I'm excited about spending some money.
There's vendors there. There's just gonna be a little bit of everything. There's gonna be panels. We're gonna be doing a panel.
You think there's gonna be any dice there?
Oh, absolutely. I've already seen at least 1 or 2 dice sellers.
Could you please not bully me into buying dice?
I never bully you into buying dice. You buy dice on your own accord and then say, I've bullied you into doing it so that you feel better.
I've heard you say these ugly, ugly words to me. Like calling me all kinds of names. Like, she called me a bitch. Like, buy some dice, bitch. Anyway, she said it. She knows she did. I'm exposing you. That's what this show is about, exposing you. Anyway, FateCon, yes, this weekend over the Bob Duncan Center over in Arlington. It's going to be a good time. Come out, see us. Definitely going to get some video. I'm editing the video for the Bunny Hutch right now.
Nice.
Found some really good cheesy music to put on it. I think it's going to be great. But anyway, yeah, that is everything that's going on this weekend. We'll probably be back doing some D&D after FateCon because it's technically our D&D weekend. So we're just doing what we would normally do.
Yep.
We're doing some D&D.
That's right.
But anyway, that is it for announcements. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. I love the game Overwatch. I haven't played 2 in a while just because, hey, it's starting to kind of not be at the top of my list. Maybe I'm playing a little bit more Destiny and everything. But, if you're going to come out with a game and copy somebody else, you should probably change it up a little bit because Marvel recently did an announcement for a game upcoming called Marvel Rivals. And looking at this, the artwork is reminiscent of some other things I've seen. Almost too reminiscent of a previous game I just mentioned. I'm looking at this art, and it screams Overwatch. This style screams Overwatch. But it doesn't just look like that in the artwork. The gameplay for this game looks a whole lot like Overwatch. This is seriously the meme of, hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, but change it up a little bit so people don't know that you copied off of me. This, I don't know. I'm willing to try it. I am willing to give it a shot. I just don't know. Cora, you saw the gameplay. We couldn't get it.
I can get the video to play. Sorry.
It's cool. Don't worry about it. It was probably just stalling out. But try playing it like in preview and see if it'll come up.
It wouldn't.
Okay. Well, you saw what looked like an Overwatch clone. It's going to be 6-on-6 play. I wonder what other games we have like that out there.
Oh, no. Overwatch is 5v5.
Copy your homework a little bit.
Yeah.
Playable characters. We're getting, some of our standards. Hulk, Iron Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man. But there's another character that we saw there.
Yeah, I've already forgotten her name. Because I heard about her today. But she is an ice mage, but also a K-pop star, so I wonder who she's copying from Overwatch. Couldn't be a certain Korean character.
That is Luna Snow.
Luna Snow. She was made for a different Marvel game, so she's not like in the Marvel comics. I think her design's cute. I like her powers. But
so full roster is, of course, Hulk, but you'll also be able to play as Bruce Banner with a radioactive gun. You have to Hulk out. Punisher, Storm, Loki, Doctor Strange, Mantis, Rocket Raccoon, Magneto, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Luna Snow, Magic, Groot, and the Black Panther are the only ones announced so far. But, dude.
Let's also not forget Galactus's daughter being the one that's watching over us. That she.
We had a good laugh about that.
She looks like y'all know the Bishojo statues. She looks like a Galactus Bishojo statue, which is not a bad thing. I think the designs for the Bishojo stuff is cute.
It was so weird seeing that armor cut out parts.
It was jarring because it was just like, oh, okay, a woman's voice, and then it's essentially Galactus. I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you?
And also, she's very cute.
Yeah, it felt weird.
And that does not work for me. Galactus eats planets and is very unapologetic. I don't think I've ever seen Galactus. There's probably a comic out there I'm missing. Like, Smile. It's, I'm hungry and your planet is next.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how that's going to play into everything. This is weird, man.
It's very much feeling like a cash grab. Is what it is. And not many people I've talked to have been excited about it. There have been a few. But that's it. There's not a lot.
And it's being developed from a Chinese company that this looks like a mobile game almost.
Yeah.
It looks flashy. I'm willing to try it. Open beta starts soon. But this game is so raw and not ready. We got this announcement trailer, but it's only announced for PC and that they are exploring other options for for consoles. How do you not have that ready to go?
Honestly, honestly, that might be a testing the waters kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, they don't want to commit to having it on all these consoles if it's not going to do well. Like, because I thought about it, I was like, that's probably the reason, because it's on Steam.
Yeah.
So...
And no announcement date. We don't know anything yet. It's just, we got this trailer and a roster of about 12 characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's something there. I just don't know what yet.
Yeah, it's still... It doesn't feel good. Like, go watch the trailer after the show. And you'll see exactly what we're talking about. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it does feel weird that it's like Overwatch but Marvel flavor.
Just so Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try, but I don't want to pay money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and give me a Bishojo Galactus statue while you're at it.
Why not?
Just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and milk this for all it's worth.
Hey.
And please, but as we'll talk about later, don't give me any figures for this. But speaking of beta gaming.
Beta gaming.
Uh-huh. Or people that might be in some sort of beta of a game they recently played that we have heard so much about. Cora, please enlighten me as to how your week has been going.
All right. So, hold on one moment while I get the pictures ready to go.
I feel as though this is going to be in-depth. Should I just go ahead and get a beverage while you go for this?
It's not going to be that in-depth.
No, go for it. Go for it.
So, the backer beta released a couple of weeks ago for a game that I'm very excited for called Eiyden Chronicles 100 Heroes. You might have heard of it. I might have mentioned it on the show, like, a lot. I backed it within the first week that it went live, and it got backed within, like, a couple of days of it even going live, period. But they released the backer beta, which meant that we got to play the game early. We had to play the first part of the game early. And honestly,
ooh,
I had a great time. I'm trying to find, like, what picture I want to show next. So, like, the artwork in this game, gorgeous. Like, you have 3D... You have 3D environments, but with, like, the characters and animals, like, all of the interactable stuff, it's all pixels. So you have that sprite work mixed in with 3D, and it just kind of works, you know? It just works really well.
No, I'm liking what I'm seeing here.
And I just love it. The cutscenes are all scenes like this, where you're standing with each other, kind of talking with each other, but they are all fully voice acted. So, Sain here speaks, everyone has their own voice, everyone has their own personality. No one feels like a carbon copy of each other. Like, in this picture, we have three female characters, two of which are the stoic female characters, and they are very different personality-wise.
When did the Kickstarter end, just out of curiosity?
A couple years ago.
Okay. Just developmental time. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing I really enjoy, and this is a little bit from, like, the Suikoden days, the combat. So it's turn-based combat. So, but it's with a twist. Little twist. I don't know if a lot of other Final Fantasy and stuff don't do this, but before the fight starts, like, you can see it at the top, the order everyone goes in. You choose, like, what everyone does on your side and choose fight. So you set everyone's action and then fight. And then it plays out. So Mio would go first, and then Leon, and then one of the enemies would go, if they survived. Then Noah, and Hildy, and like so on and so forth. So it would go in the order that you see at the top of the screen. And sometimes what you pick as an action will change the order. So, like, if you choose to like, guard against any of the attacks, that can change where you go in the order. You could go sooner or later. Everyone has a speed stat, so your speed stat will determine where you go in the order.
Okay.
There's a character I didn't have him at this point, but I got him later. He had a higher speed stat than everybody, and he's a ranged fighter, so it doesn't matter where you put him, he can hit anybody. Which, oh yeah, that's something. It's again something from Suikoden that I've always found interesting.
Rabbit Knight.
I love the character or the
They are adorable little murder machines, aren't they?
They are, but like.
So, what was your longest like sit down playtime with this game? Go, please enlighten me.
Like 3 hours.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of time.
I'm not hating.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to see how vested you were in it.
I wanted to play for longer periods of time, but life got in the way.
Damn.
So
True life.
I didn't get to sit down and play it for the length of time that I would normally want, per se. But
first off, the artwork is fantastic. I'm loving this.
The artwork is great. It's my favorite part of the game is the artwork, the character designs. That's something that the creators have always been very good at. Murayama and his team are, like, for Rabbit and Bear and for this game, are all veterans of the Suikoden series. And the Suikoden series had 108 characters per game that you could recruit. That's not including just NPCs you encounter in the wild and villains and other characters.
How close are we to release date on this again?
It releases next month. I believe it's April 23rd.
Okay. Are there hard copies available of this, or are they going to be hard to get to?
Hard copies will be available. I don't know how hard they're going to be to get.
Probably should pre-order if I'm interested. I'm actually interested in trying it because it's a perfect Switch game.
Yeah, it is a great Switch game. As a note, I don't know if it's going to affect the actual sales. Backers that pre-ordered on Switch got a notice that there was an error, like with the cartridges for the pre-orders. So, and it wasn't anything anyone could help. So it was a complete accident. Everyone that pre-ordered this or anyone that had a backer copy for the Switch is getting a digital copy so they can still play it day of.
Oh.
But we're not getting our digital copy. We're not getting our hard copy for a while.
Oh. Oh wow.
I don't remember like what the error, like what the issue was, but they were very transparent about it, and under no circumstances.
So we got hard copy games out there that are unplayable.
Yeah, like they got made and something went wrong. Like I don't know if that's going to affect sales wise. I want to make that very clear. This is like a backer thing because we were supposed to get it on April 23rd.
Okay.
So copies in stores should still be fine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to sell them. But yeah, I would definitely.
But they are talking about going back and fixing it for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to get a hard copy of the Switch game, but I'm also going to get a digital copy so I can play it the day of.
That's disappointing, but at least they're actually doing something about it.
Yeah, exactly, and it means that I have a hard copy in case anything happens, which I'm okay with. I'm a big proponent of owning the disc or anything. Like, oh, you can watch Miyazaki movies on Disney Plus and HBO. I'm like, that's cool. I would rather own the collection so that I can watch them when they take it down eventually.
Why do you think I just asked? Is it hard?
Yeah, exactly. This will be available on Steam. It'll be available for PS5. It'll be available for Switch. It'll be, I think, available for Xbox as well.
Ooh. Don't want to play this on PS5. Oh.
Like, I played it on Steam. Like, the beta was a Steam code, and it oh my god, beautiful. You saw the screenshots. It's gorgeous. And
damn.
I also with combat, I wanted to say something real quick about combat because this is something that's they didn't tell you in the little tutorial at the beginning, but I know it from Suikoden, so I want to tell you all about it real fast. I'm going to throw the image up so you have something more interesting to look at. So every character has either close range, mid-range, or long-range type of fighting styles. Short range, if you put them in the front, they're going to be able to hit anybody. If you put them in the back, they'll be able to hit anybody. Doesn't matter where they are. They're usually like your bowmen, guns, anything like that. Then you have mid-range fighters, and all of them will be labeled on your character. Mid-range can also be placed anywhere, and they can hit if they're placed in the back, then they can hit anyone in the front row. If they're placed in the front, they can hit anybody, period. And then you have short-range fighters, which they have to be in the front, but they can only hit the front as well.
Winner.
Yeah. So, like, Noah, your main character, is a mid-range fighter. The main character is always a mid-range, so he can go wherever he needs to and still be able to do damage. But characters like Mio, who is a swordswoman, has to be in the front or else she can't hit anything. Because if you put her in the back, she can't hit. Or Hildy, who's a magic user, she's long range. She can be anywhere in the grouping. I just think that's fun that they do that.
It gives another element to the game.
Yeah, and you can change up how however you set up your party. You can go into the start menu and then like mess around with how they are on the battlefield, which makes it nice.
Yeah, I think this one's actually. I feel stronger about buying this one than I do Rivals. So, like this, I'm actually torn on what I want to play it on though. Like, do I want to play it on Switch or do I want to play it on my PS5 and get that full, that full experience? This is a tough one. But I got time. I got a month, so.
I mean, the Suikoden games were by Konami, and they were originally on a PlayStation, so getting it for PlayStation kind of thematic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but one last aside. This is made by the team that did Suikoden, and while I've talked about the comparisons a lot, it is still a very different game. This feels like it is a love letter to the games. It was meant as a spiritual successor to the games because we didn't think we'd ever get any more. And I still don't think we're going to. Konami says things, but I don't know how long it will take for us to get stuff like that. And they've never confirmed 100% we'll get more. But if we don't, we've got this. And eventually we'll have the Suikoden remakes. And honestly, it's a good balance. And if you enjoy Eiyuden Chronicle, if you pick it up and play it, then when the remaster for Suikoden comes out, you absolutely should play it. And
cool.
that's my
soapbox.
soapbox.
Have to give it a shot.
That's my soapbox. I'm hopping off.
Yeah.
Jason, what you got for us?
Let's see. Shall I talk about how Hasbro came from my life and happiness and whether my wife is going to let me continue to live? So, toy collectors, if you collect anything Hasbro, Black Series, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, Transformers, if you're like me, I don't think they're actually in Transformers in film. They came for your wallet this week, or last week, and they ended a HasLab. This set the toy community on fire of, holy crap, how am I going to pay for all this stuff? I'm glad that my job keeps me in high-grade collectibles and mid-grade whiskey because, boy, they came from a wallet. I have yet to still open up everything I have. 4 Wolverine 2-packs released, about 9 G.I. Joe figures, about 5 Black Series figures, and they ended one of their HasLabs of the Omega Prime. It was a bad week to be a collector. It literally was the the Tiger King equivalent of I will never financially recover from this. But they're not done coming for your wallet, so go ahead and just start doing the chest compressions now, because they are re-releasing some of their most popular figures here, and that is along with the release of the upcoming Deadpool movie. We're getting a reissue of the Wolverine figure in the tank top. This guy went fast when they were up because
I can see why.
People were waiting years for Hasbro to get the license to make MCU figures from the Fox figures. So, of course, Wolverine was one that was very popular, but Deadpool, which was released in a 2-pack with Negasonic Teenage Warhead, was super hard to find when it first came out. And we're getting a re-release of that one, of course, to coincide with Deadpool. It is the Deadpool Legacy Collection, which just the fact they're calling it the Legacy Collection for Deadpool makes me laugh. This Deadpool figure actually was fantastic. It was in my top 10 for the year. Pinless construction, lots of hands, swords, knives. There was one problem with the guns. I hope they have that fixed by then. But yeah.
So wait, you've already had this figure and you ordered it again?
No, I didn't order this one again. Okay. I honestly didn't. They are literally the same figure.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I went on and got another Deadpool. But no. I'm kidding. I literally have that figure. I don't need to get it. I got both of those. I don't need to get them again. That's why I pre-order. And pre-orders can sometimes come back and bite you in the ass. But yeah, it was a bad week for toy collectors. Everybody out there, thoughts and prayers. We were all kind of like, holy crap, is this really all happening within 1 week? Twitter, the toy collector Twitter was all a panic. We're like thinking our wives are going to kill us. I'm going to have to dip into my kids' college fund. I don't even want to tell you how much I spent.
Please don't.
Also, it was, we were going to go and check out a local store, Jaden's Toys. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of a good thing I was sick. Don't eat from random roach coaches, people. Trust me. don't. And it was not chance. It happened to like several people. Don't even for random roach coaches. So I think that saved me from like spending more money because I got, I mean, baseball bat hit in the face. And plus they like charged in the middle of the night.
Oh damn!
So you woke up to just like I have alerts on my account for certain amounts spent, and those alerts have been going off all night. They come like thieves, like thieves in the night for your money.
Jeez.
It was survivable. Gonna be taking it easy for a little bit because I got some cool stuff. You can see some of it on the desk over there.
Yeah.
And like I said, some things I haven't even opened yet. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. There's some good stuff.
This is just pure judgment on you, period, man.
I had no idea. Also, I bought some stuff just on a whim because Hasbro also has like an outlet store. So they had these for like $20. It's a behold. And his eye moves.
That's really cool.
He can look and look down and look up. He look down on you. So anyway, Xanathar, the famous beholder. So if you want to get into the D&D beasts, please go ahead and get them. I was actually worried that they were going to be ending that line, but they released a bunch of collectible stuff like sending stones and yeah, I know. I kind of want a set, you know.
I would like a set of sending stones.
I recommend going over to Hasbro then. But be careful. Be careful once they get them hooks in you. Come here. Give me that wallet. Give me that money.
See, the thing is, they don't normally have things I want. So I'm usually okay. The only things they've had that I have been like, no, I want that, have been the Dritz figures and the gelatinous cube, and now the sending stones.
I want them to do more with the D&D license because I get worried because we've seen them in lines like Fortnite and Overwatch just with a whimper, and Power Rangers, which is on hiatus, they're saying, which, dude, you couldn't make money off of Power Rangers?
Yes.
I mean, I love the Lightning Collection figures, but it was we have not seen any new ones in months or any announced. I'm hoping it's not a hiatus. They paid a lot of money for that license too. We talked about it.
Oh yeah.
They paid millions for that. You know, I hope they're going to get. And it's not only that. They own the licensing. They don't have to pay anybody else. They own the licensing on Power Rangers. Yeah. It's like G.I. Joe. They get 100% of the profits on G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Star Wars figures, there's a royalty on them. Marvel figures, there's a royalty on them. But G.I. Joe, Transformers, and now Power Rangers, that's fully their money. So I'm hoping that they make use of this. But back to my point, I was seriously concerned about the D&D line.
Yeah.
I want more figures. I mean, Dritz is cool and everything, but there are other characters within the lore that we could probably see out. We talked to a company called Savage Crucible where they have a lot of customization on figures. Yeah. Why is no one making use of this?
I mean, Hasbro is to a point, but it's like you can get your own head sculpt to put on top of an
They ended that.
They did.
It might be coming back, we're hoping, but it's over. They ended the selfie series. And honestly, those figures were not, the head sculpts, they were not that good. That's why I didn't buy one. But I think there's a lot of room with the D&D line. They own it. So they should be able to make some other figures out of there, make some other characters.
We'll see.
But anyway, to all my fellow collectors out there, we're gonna get through this. You know, some of y'all we got an Uber or something, or get you know. I had money. I just hated it's all gone.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it for my toy rant. What else you got this week?
All right. So, have y'all ever heard of a little anime and or manga called Terraformers?
Oh boy.
No? I'm not surprised. Well, this beloved series, I say that lightly because I've only known one person that liked it, the manga's coming back off of a 5-year hiatus. So the premise, let me read that to you here real quick. In an attempt to colonize Mars, 21st century scientists are tasked with terraforming the planet. Their goal is to seed the planet with a modified algae to absorb sunlight and purify the atmosphere. and cockroaches, whose corpses spread the algae across the planet as they feed. 500 years later, the first crewed ship to Mars lands, and its 6 crew members are attacked by giant, mutated, humanoid cockroaches with incredible physical strength, later labeled terraformers. The crew was wiped out after sending a warning message back to Earth. And it takes place after that. I'm sure you can see my personal gripe with the design of the cockroaches, the terraformers.
Yeah.
the bugs too, as they are also called. Yeah, that's usually the big gripe everyone has with it.
Can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah. Okay, here, let me put that back up for everybody.
Is there an explanation? Okay, is there an explanation why this went on a 5-year hiatus?
Let me double check.
I mean, was it to make people forget that this existed?
I don't think.
Because I mentioned Toy Collector Twitter a little while ago, but Black Twitter would like to have a word with this artist.
Yu Sasuga, who is the mangaka, had health-related issues back in 2019, and so that's why it went on hiatus. It's coming back in the 18th issue on April which jump is this? Weekly Young Jump on April 4th.
I feel like this picture needs that meme of like the 6 black men that are just like side-eye looking at something very judgmentally, just like.
Yeah.
Japan be doing black people wrong sometimes, man, just wrong. Anyway,
okay, yeah. Now we're done. Now we're done looking at that thing.
That is way more than enough of that. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Again, there's only one person I know of that has told me about terraformers. It was an old coworker of mine, and he was like, the show was really interesting. The concept was fascinating. But you have to be able to get past the weird racist depiction.
I'm gonna look up some
of
video
the
of this and just silently judge it. Actually, not silently. I'm gonna verbally judge this.
The thing y'all need to understand about this is in the OVA, in the animes, like in the moving pictures that are not the manga, that is already in black and white, they are black coded. They are colored with a black skin tone, like not like black, but like Jason. They took like actual black skin tone, like the black skin tones they use for black people in anime, and put them on the cockroaches. The only thing they didn't do was do like the balloon lips. They drew them. Obviously, they didn't color them in. It feels like one of those designs that in the manga was unintentional, because they wanted to make something that looked humanoid and uncomfortable, and it just...
Well, at least you got one of those right.
Yeah, it's like, I can see where you maybe made the mistake and accidentally came to this racist place, but you didn't fix it. You didn't stop. You didn't look at the design and go, oh. But then again, like...
Oh, indeed. Anyway.
Japan is a different country. I understand that they...
Oh, it's totally a different place.
I completely understand that. Like, I want y'all to know that, but also...
Also, what's wrong with y'all?
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
then.
so that's back. Mostly this was a choice to talk about the unfortunate choice of the cockroach designs. Apparently, it's also like hyper violent and stuff, because I mean, people are getting ripped apart limb by limb by these things.
Not the most shocking thing from the series.
Yeah, and like
I'm gonna dwell on this.
Like, I hear that, I'm like, okay, I have seen Akira. I've seen a lot of 80s anime. It's very violent. Yeah. That's the part that I'd be chill with.
Is it Devilman Crybabies? That way I can just...
Yeah, if it's not Devilman level of upsetting, then it's not a problem.
We just want to go off somewhere and cry for about an hour. Or more. Everything sucks. No, anyway.
Imagine if they made a part 2 to that. There's no way they could.
They can't! Didn't you jokingly make... You made this joke before. that they were working on a sequel to Devilman Crybaby. And I wanted to throw you out of the car. We do not need to revisit this at all.
I mean, Oh, Jason, as a channel, you know what we could do? We could watch the original OVAs.
No, I'm good. Anyway.
No, they're great. You know, there's still death and the ending doesn't change, but it's still cool. Anyway, before you kill me,
Something's wrong with your life.
We're not gonna get into that. What you got, Jason?
Well, we are just over a week, or a little over a week from the first total. Well, not the first. It's been a while since we had a total solar eclipse here in this region of Texas. We are in the path of totality. We don't have to go anywhere. People are flying in from all over to see this total eclipse of the sun that will be happening on April 8th, Monday around noon. And it is projected to be cloudy and stormy that day. And I'm really hoping it's not, because I really want to see this thing. If there was one time I don't want the rain to happen in Texas, it is this day. Because we're not going to see another one for like 77 years. And, you know, I'm going to be really old at that point. Probably dead. But anyway.
Yeah.
But, I love science. I fucking love science. Had a story about, there's going to be a lot of problems with this total eclipse as well. We have to do things differently, like flights in the air, food, water, fuel, traffic. The main thing, looking at the 2017 total eclipse, fatal road accidents spiked in the U.S. during the event, apparently. Because now, before you say, oh, is it because of the eclipse? No, it's because more people are traveling to a certain area. More people are moving about. Everybody's trying to get a look at the sky. So our Texas Department of Transportation has actually they're going to issue like a state of emergency that day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, like a snow day.
Yeah, like I get it, but
the increase, as a quote, we found a significant increase in traffic risk in the U.S. around the time of a total eclipse. One extra vehicle crash every 25 minutes and one extra crash fatality every 95 minutes. The total amounted to 46 extra deaths linked to the eclipse. Now, look, people have accidents, people pass on from them, but this is a pretty significant jump. So, my lesson learned from this is, luckily I live here and I can just like look outside my house at the eclipse, but I don't think I'm going to travel much that day.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to go to work that day.
So I actually work from home that day, so I don't have to worry about it, period.
I got a pair of glasses if you need them, by the way.
I do.
Okay. I bought a pack.
I was thinking about buying a pack for the house.
Oh, there's actually my old pair. This is on the floor over there. I'm just going to use those next year.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, don't hit that. But I have a pair for you, so don't look directly at the sun.
Don't do that. But like, I already got some messed up eyesight, and I'm not even taking chances.
And it is known there are a lot of people coming from out of town to Dallas to watch the eclipse, to be in the path of totality.
Yeah. Just be careful, y'all.
Wow. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like if people come into town for like the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
There's increased traffic. There's going to be people. I was surprised that TxDOT actually is having to prepare a response for this in case things get out of hand. So yeah.
I'm wondering, because there are 3 kids in my house right now, teenagers, but still kids. I'm wondering if school's going to be canceled for them that day.
There are a couple of school districts in the area that are canceling. No word from my kids, so I'm just going to send them to school with a pair of glasses, and y'all have fun.
Yeah, I'll check their.
But yeah, just watch out for increased people in the area, and if you are coming, welcome to Dallas.
Yeah.
But be good while you're here. You like that Mezco Wolverine, don't you?
Thank you.
It is.
I like the tights.
The cloth uniform. Anyway, she's messing with my toys over there. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Just be careful out there. I can't wait for the eclipse. What else you got?
That's all I got, actually.
Oh, that's all you got? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have something without a picture, and it's that.
Oh, we're going to talk about X-Men 97.
Yes, real quick. This is involving D&D. Lego D&D sets.
I saw.
They're coming out. I saw a Mimic. I'm sold. They have my money. They had a Mimic chest.
I so want this thing.
I'm so easy. They had a tree with a face and they had a mimic chest. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I saw them too.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week we got the debut of X-Men 97. And it is awesome. You've seen episode 1, so we'll only talk about that. We got 2 episodes on the premiere, and then we're up to 3 now. But did episode 1 just like remind everybody that Cyclops is nobody's bitch?
So I never got to see the ending of the original X-Men show from the 90s, just because we didn't have the channel for it all the time.
That's cool.
But like Mia said it best because we watched the first episode together with like the kids and like all the roommates' kids, whole household got together to watch it. Mia and I both, neither of us were prepared for how excited we were gonna get for the theme song and the opening going off. Because like I know that they reanimated it for the show, but it was done with such care that it caught me off guard. I thought they just recycled the animation.
I do feel like a certain amount of love in this show.
Yeah.
But dude, the Storm.
Oh my God,
Omega
Storm.
level threat. When Cyclops, Storm, give them the forecast. I'm like, that was the most baller moment for me in the whole episode.
I need you to understand, as a woman who also loves women, that I have never loved Storm more than when she just like casually walked on the sand and turned it to glass.
Just amazing.
Oh.
The whole show, honestly, I was a big fan of the original X-Men cartoon, of course. This is better. This is so much better. I'm loving where everything is going.
But you know what makes it better, right?
What's that?
Gambit wore a crop top. look,
crop top shirts.
1000% Gambit showed up in that crop top, and I lost it.
Abs, just bam, 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 bam.
Why would he hide those? And also, it was the 90s.
If I had abs like that, I'd be wearing a crop top right now.
Yeah.
So,
like, and he was also making, like, not only is he wearing a crop top, he is frying beignets. That is a dangerous combination, and he didn't give a fuck. So.
I mean, it's a great. I want more. I'm gonna hate when when I'm out of episodes. I'm gonna run around like a crackhead. I need some more, baby. I'm hurting, baby. Come on, you got more than X-Men 97 episodes? Come on.
I mean, you're already like that.
I mean, and you've only seen the first episode, which is a good reintroduction of the team. Cyclops I want to reiterate, Cyclops is a badass.
They wrote Cyclops better in this than I think they did in the original.
To me, my X-Men, when he said it, I was like, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, he fell out of a plane and just
chill about it.
Made his way to the ground. That's what I'm talking about. Now, see, you haven't seen episode 2, so I'll tell you right now. Episode 1 is great. Woo, the X-Men are back. 2 is coming for you.
No, I've already been told what happens. I've been told. Well, no, I haven't been told exactly what happens, but I've been told a summary of what happens in one sentence, and that was enough.
And like I wake up for the Disney Plus shows like Mandalorian and Miss Marvel. When those are out, I was waking up early to watch them. I woke up early again. Here we go. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Let's get up and watch some X-Men cartoons. So, man, I'm so impressed by this show. And I'm absolutely going to be hating life. I know they've already said a second season is on the way.
Good.
Because this has been announced so long ago.
Yeah. So,
a second season is on the way, but it ain't fast enough. It's already, I'm telling you, season 2 is not here quick enough.
I didn't even finish season 1.
Just give me, I need a full 26 episode run of this series. Because they're jetting through they're jetting through some stories, and I feel like they're accomplishing it, especially for a 30-minute, essentially a kids cartoon. Yeah. Except for us, because we're old kids now.
We're kids at heart.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I think they're doing it at a decent pace. I felt like episode 1 was set real well. They introduced a new character, which I felt like that he was introduced pretty naturally. Mm-hmm. And I like that he's being set up to be buddies with Jujubee because she's me. Or not Jubilee. Not Jujubee. Jubilee. There we
also, watch the opening credits. They change.
Yeah, I know. I was...
Okay.
So, in the first opening scene, like, before we watched it, we got a breakdown of what happened at the end of the first series.
Previously on X-Men.
Well,
I love that!
Well, Nathan had recently done a rewatch of the original series in its totality. So he remembered what happened at the end. Not that he'd forgotten. He's a walking comic book encyclopedia.
Same.
And he was telling everyone, especially for the kids, he's like, all right, can I say, well, yeah, 90s show.
You're worried about spoilers?
Yeah, I was like, Charles Xavier dies at the end of the original show. And he's like, this dude, he showed it to him. He's like, he's going to be dead he was dead at the original show, so just keep that in mind. And we were watching the opening. He was in the opening. And I was very confused. I'm like, but I thought he was dead. And then the first thing that happened was them lamenting his death. I'm like, oh, I see what they did. Okay. I'm assuming he's not going to be in the opening credits anymore.
And if I could make one small suggestion, Disney Plus, for X-Men 97. Take away that skip intro button because we ain't doing it. We are not using the skip intro button. We are listening to that theme song all the way through, no interruptions. Just take that button away. I don't even want it on screen.
I have a question for the team, though.
Okay.
Why'd you make Magneto hot?
What?
I need answers. What?
I mean, have you not seen how Magneto was drawn when Jim Lee was drawing X-Men?
No!
Whoa, girl. I'm going to show you X-Men #1 in a minute here. I'll show you X-Men 1 after the show. There's one scene where Magneto is like in this like silk pants and a robe entertaining people, and he's like jacked, like Tom Selleck, hairy chest a little bit, white hair flowing. You gotta see this. Like I hate this term, but everybody looks at that picture of Magneto and goes, "Daddy," okay? And I don't even blame him. I don't even like that phrase, but I will give you this one.
I don't know. They can't steal my heart away from my true love, which is Gambit.
Oh, anyway.
I'm sorry. I love that I love
different voice artists too, because I believe the other artist passed on. Yeah.
I like who they got though, because he's good at doing the accent well enough.
Yeah.
Like it's not perfect, but it's real hard to do a Cajun accent.
Yeah, I heard somebody else saying the same thing. How they really nailed that. Love the voice cast.
Everyone did so good.
This show is just everyone is loving it right now, and just more please.
If y'all are curious about it and like have any interest at all in X-Men, whatever it may be, give the first episode a try. You'll know very quickly if it's not the show for you if you don't like it. But it's real good. The fight scenes are really cool. They have some great team-ups and it shows off their powers real well. And despite the fighting they do behind the scenes, because every team's gonna fight, they work well together.
And a character I didn't like Morph in the original series. I didn't like him so much, but he was also not there a lot. But when he did show up, I was just like, eh. Morph is interesting.
I love them.
And I like how they're showcasing his powers too.
Their powers.
Yeah, their powers. Yes. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, and
everyone complained about it. Come on, it makes sense.
So actually, people that worked on X-Men have come out and stated like when Morph was introduced, non-binary and those kind of terms were non-existent at that time, and they would have absolutely used those terms if they were available because that is perfect for their character, a character who can change their form at will, gender and all. Why would you pigeon-toe that to a single gender?
The one thing I really like what they're doing about Morph is he can do like cameos of other mutants. Yeah. And I'm loving like, who's he going to turn in? Who are they going to turn into? I'm loving this.
And I love that they're just doing it mostly to be a little shit. They're not even doing it for powers. But, except for like the one.
But they have some of the abilities. So either way,
it's interesting. It's
cool. The Morph character has got me
10.
interested, and
10 out of 10.
And it is one of the biggest improvements, honestly. But just everybody else is doing such a good job. And they're packing a lot in these episodes. I'll say that again. For 20, you're a roughly 22-minute episode, they're packing a lot. So, yes, go watch X-Men 97. 3 episodes in. I think we're only getting like 8. I hate this. I love this. I hate it. But anyway, I think we've got everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
To reiterate, we will be out at FateCon, the Bob Duncan Center, happening this weekend. Go to fate-con.com. Get tickets, look at the schedule, come out and play some D&D, buy some stuff. It's gonna be an awesome convention that I really hope does well and comes back.
Absolutely.
We've got ReaperCon.
Yeah,
but there's more that we can offer here.
So this is what I realized is the difference between FateCon and ReaperCon. Yes, both are tabletop RPG conventions. One focuses on Pathfinder, one focuses on D&D 5e. That's not where the difference lies, though. I can't sign up for games at ReaperCon. I can rent a table to play games with my friends, but there's not official games being run there. There's several panels on how to paint minis and how to do other things like that, but there's no signing up for games. This is the only convention in the area that I am aware of. There could be others. There's a lot of conventions in this area. But this is the only one I know of currently that does that for D&D. So...
we got DMs coming in to run games.
Yeah, every DM has volunteered their time to do this. And they are like, we want to run these games, and we want to run them with strangers. Because that's kind of a fun little challenge in D&D. And everyone in the beginner's room, it's important, if you come, you don't have to bring a character. We're going to help you build one. We're going to take that first hour, and we're going to help you build a character. So that you can spend the rest of that time playing with that character.
One of the complaints we always hear in the tabletop gaming community is, I need to find people to play with. Yes. This is also an opportunity to meet people with like interests and maybe get together and play games.
If I remember correctly...
This is about community, baby.
Yeah, Astrid mentioned that there would be a room where you could, advertise if you're looking for a group to play D&D with or something of that nature, and you could sign up. Sign a paper, give your Discord name, whatever it may be, so that you can find your next game group, potentially.
The opportunity is there. Let's take it. How often, do we get like-minded people in the same area,
Yeah.
For something like this.
It's also important to note, parking is free. Parking is free.
Always good.
At the Bob Duncan Center, there's lots of area that you can take pictures in. There's going to, again, be LARP demonstrations. Dealer's Hall with a lot of different stuff. The cosplay contest, of course, is going to be there.
I'm so happy.
Which, you can still cosplay and not do the contest if you don't want to. We encourage cosplay.
Yeah, I'm not going to come there and be showing up.
Yeah.
I'm coming wearing a D&D shirt.
Yeah, the goal is to come and have fun. Whenever you get your ticket, you will be able to sign up, I believe, for 2 games. I know at least for 1, possibly 2 games, with your ticket purchase. So you just gotta find where it is and just head over there. And if there's empty spots, sweet.
This weekend, come on out.
We'll see you.
I'm excited to see what you're gonna run.
I will have the first game I'm running is the Young and the Magical, which is a telenovela / soap opera type game. Por qué? Fabio is a character.
Oh, Lord.
I enjoy running Fabio because he's beautiful and head empty. The second game, the one that's running later in the evening, is Joke's on You, which is the one filled with puns and fun. Bring puns, please.
And if you want to sample of the game, go check out the video on the channel right now.
Yes.
So anyway, that is it, guys. We will see you next week, and we're going to have a special guest on the show next week, joining us on the couch. So, as we always say around here, wait, we didn't even do the whole thing. Of course, find us at SCNS Live on all of the socials. Check out supercoolnerdshow.com. If you want to find us personally, you can find me on all the socials at Jason the X.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at CorodonoArt.
Okay, that's it. Shout out to the 5-Sided Fates. And as we always say around here, keep on nerding.